Look at me fly like a motherfucker got wings. We got these bozo goofball making terrible presentations. Shawn P's work on the Omex was terrible. Shawn P has never presented any information that was like, wow, that's groundbreaking. Oh man, that's amazing what you found. I didn't know that. It's never anything new or unique. All he does is regurgitate pale face articles. That's all he can do. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got some catnip on his daishiki butt plug. I don't know, but the brother's upset that I like literally embarrassed him and his pseudo African friends many years ago, and a lot of people are still holding grudges. You know what I'm saying? All those groups were together too, y'all. And y'all better go back and listen why Unc said we blame Lotus for the way the community is today. Yeah, well, motherfuckers came after my channel. They hacked my channel. One time my channel was hacked while I was actually doing, and I'm talking about Blog Talk. My literal Blog Talk show was literally hacked. I was literally kicked off the phone. Phone hung up on me, kicked off, and when I tried to get back in, somebody else was in the position of the host of the studio on my shit. They hacked my email, contacting other members of Black Lotus Civilization. They did a whole lot of stuff to me. So when they did all those things to me, I didn't have time. I had two jobs. I was doing in-home care on the weekends for my client at tracheotomy and gastro. So like job coach during the week, I had no time for that. And then my daughter's mom got into some issues and some trouble, and my daughter had to live with me, you know, full time. So I'm sitting there juggling two jobs, um, and man, it was tough, man. Man, that was tough. Two jobs, daughter, and doing a blog talk show, and I had to stop doing it every week. Now, I remember going through all the struggle, and it's crazy because I was into Afrocentricism. I was linking up with people from Africa. I was learning how they speak their language, not from a Wikipedia site, but actually from their mouth, so I can hear exactly how you pronounce the words. A lot of stuff like that. Learning their culture and history, and a lot of things came up. I was always skeptic about the slave narrative, so I would ask those questions. You know, and I would always get back whoever just went by their oral tradition. They always said that slavery was going on in their country for like maybe 100 years, some even less than 100 years. So it's like where's all this 600 to 400 years ago of slavery? Like there's no story of it, there's no oral tradition of it, there's nothing passed down. It's only articles created by pale faces, or those who mix with the pale faces. The guy who wrote the Clotilda, he was a half pale face and working in the interest of his pale face ancestry. John Brown Wristworm, half pale face. Go all over it. You see my complexion. But I just want to get this in that, I'm going to put a wild title in there for you, Shawn P. You're going to get it every time. And that's why one of my channels with the most views that I have today, it has your name in it, and I'm clowning you. But, when um when I started finding out who it was and everyone that was a part of that, trying to, you know, throw dirt in my name, the break up the Black Lotus Black Black Lotus civilization, and which it did actually work. It did work. So the whole point is, when they did that, that's when I was pissed. That's when I said, okay, I'm doing all this research. I was looking into the coronavirus back in 2013. I was looking into the plans they have for 2020, and one of the things they said was called Vision 2020, and they eventually changed the name. But I talked about Vision 2020 since 2014. 2015, I'm recorded talking about it. I talked about it on my blog talk show. I talked about it on my YouTube channel, my viral YouTube channel, Lotus Virus, that YouTube took from me. And so having a viral channel and exposing everyone, it really hurt their feelings because 2020, I'm pumping out geopolitical news. I'm exposing issues that Hollywood couples have with each other. I'm digging down and downloading stuff from other uh social media outlets to gather information and videos to put on my YouTube channel. So I was getting videos from places that people didn't have access to. I had people from different countries sending me stuff. I was doing it, man. And I'm telling you, I put up the most videos at one time. I had the most videos playing at one time. The most thing on one channel playing. I received a whole lot of accolades and awards, and YouTube took all that from me, y'all. YouTube took all that from me. And when I started putting out those geopolitical videos and the videos pertaining to the stuff that was going on in 2020, the minimum amount of views I had was 10,000. So the people now are upset because when my channel was at that level, and the moment that it died down in 2020, I put out the information where I was debunking them. And normally those videos where I talked about the stuff of debunking the meta netter, debunking the slave narrative. I was telling them, y'all not African in 2015. While at the same time they have African Americans aren't Africans, I'm telling people in HOK that y'all are not really from Africa. So I'm already saying these things. I'm telling them these things back in 2012, 2013, 2014. That hey, I'm breaking away from this Pan African thing. I'm finding out that everybody ain't from everywhere. That we thought everywhere was to be in Africa. So they get mad because I start exposing this stuff. They got pissed off. They're telling Reggie, "Oh, we don't want to deal with Lotus. Nobody want to take my challenge." People were bowing down. Jabari was saying, "Do not let uh, Lotus around me or whatever. He do not want me on whenever he's on." It was so much stuff going on because when that happened, and I said, okay, I've already mastered my research. I've already conquered the whole meta situation. I pulled apart the whole Pertemehu and her. I pulled all of it apart, each and every single line, all the discrepancies. I have all that stuff in my notes. So be upset, be upset, be upset. The real history of Africa is amazing, and it's breathtaking. But I am never going to share that information that I've learned from people over there with any of these Pan Africans. Afrocentrics will, they'll know bits and pieces of it already because Afrocentric is actually about that life and into that stuff over there. But I have always accepted the fact that I have ancestry that is coming from different locations, and I have always acknowledged my ancestors from America. Like I never had the issue of not knowing that my ancestors are from here. Now, what I didn't know was until 16 that being Native American thing, I was under the impression too, like, oh, I'm light skinned, I'm the complexion of Native Americans and all that. But my grandfather, who lighter than my complexion, mixed himself, basically looked like a pale face. My mother's father, and anyone could say whatever they want. I got the pictures of all my ancestors. Asked where I born. He still owed me 2002, by the way. So he shows me a picture of his great grandfather. I gotta make sure I say it right. Great great grandfather. Show me the picture. Huh. He's dark. Now, flag on the play, using dark is pertaining to like witchcraft and negativity. But like I'm looking at my grandfather, I'm like you look like a complete paleface in comparison to your great grandfather. And then for me to learn at the age of 16 that the real people from America, even up to 200 years ago, majority were melanated. And then when I started asking these questions and started finding out after the age of 16, I started finding out that people who are Mexican are actually German migrants. They started migrating here in the 19th century, that the Italians started coming here in the 19th century, and then I got my hands on that family heritage book. Oh, it was over. I got the details. Native Americans are Siberians, Sicilians. They are the Fellahin. They are the Haratin. They are the Cooley, and they are the Dogla. This is a cold hard fact that y'all just have to deal with. And there's so many things that are within this information that I have discovered and I have fully ready to expose. Many people are taking bits and pieces off of the information that I put on the channel, which is why I had to kind of like take a step back, because I will never receive credit from a people who do not feel that credit is deserved to me. So therefore, no one is going to eat off of my plate. Nobody eating off of my plate. So I don't give a damn. So that's why when I go on people's channels like Not a Coincidence and I'm going to debunk, I have my own angle of attack. I'm not using anybody else's angle of attack. Nobody. I have my own angle of approach of attack that I have fully developed myself. I have my own methods I've developed myself. I have my own rebuttals I've developed myself and are respected. So I want to know this. It's lay down or get down. It's lay down or get down. Y'all information is inadequate. It really is. There's a lot of things missing. I'm still going around to archaeological sites. I'm still taking pictures. I'm still doing my study. I'm still getting it in. I'm still linking these things together and connecting the Sierra Madre Occidental to Sierra Madre Oriental. I've been busting this stuff out, man. It is breathtaking, but no one's eating off my plate, y'all. So it's a big piece of information missing. Um, Many people are about to run into some dead ends. I give many people a good 2 to 5 years. There's going to be a complete dead end for the top people in the Aboriginal community. I'm telling y'all right now, you're about to run into a dead end because the information that people are gathering, they're not comparing and contrasting. I've already got my comparisons and my contrastments. It's on a Kraken. I'm just sitting and waiting because before that goes down, the Pan African Afrocentric community is going to fall. Before that goes down, we're about to witness something very amazing this year. We're going to witness the people of color, the melanated, the first American, the Aborigines of America, misnomered as Black, Negro, and African American, are officially going to wake up and have the opportunity to take control of their destiny. I'm ready. Let's go.